Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the class. In this session, we are going to discuss higher order thinking skill questions which are based on tangents and normal concept, and where we are going to take specifically six different sums, right, which are taken from the exercise, that is 6.3, question number 23, and from miscellaneous exercise there are two examples we are going to discuss, and thereafter three MCQs. It is purely from NCERT textbook. You may also refer the question from the textbook itself. Now, question number 23 from 6.3 exercise already written on the board. Let's have a look on this. What we have to prove? Prove that these curves are perpendicular. These curves are perpendicular, that is cuts at right angle, if this condition is true. It means that if you are taking these right curves are perpendicular to each other, it means this condition must be verified, in other way to speak. So what we are going to take, if these two curves are perpendicular, means they are intersect each other at right angles. So this is curve 1 and this is curve 2. At point P, they intersect each other at right angles. It means that the tangents drawn to this curve, let us say T1 is a tangent drawn to the curve 1 and T2 is a tangent drawn to the curve 2, are perpendicular. You can understand the language here, right? So let us say this is. So T1 and T2 are perpendicular. If two tangents are perpendicular, means product of their slopes is equal to -1. So hence we'll find the slope of the first curve, slope of the tangent to the for one, and slope of tangent to the second curve, and then we will use the condition m1 into m2 is equal to -1 to prove this condition is true. Wherever these two curves are perpendicular, this condition is true. So let's say the first curve, what we have, x is equal to y square. It is a first equation, our equation of the curve 1. Xy is equal to the second equation. Now we'll do the derivative of both the functions to get the slope of the graph, right? Now what we have here, just go with the derivative. So with respect to x, so 1 is equal to 2y into y dash. Hence here y dash is equal to 1 by 2y, and this is what we called as slope. M1 is equal to 1 by 2y. Result number 1. Or you may also say result number 3. And then if you go to the derivative of this graph, we can use a product rule here. So x into y dash plus y into x dash, that is 1, equal to derivative of k. K is a constant, so 0. So y dash will be minus y by x, which will give the slope of the second graph, that is minus y by x, result number 4, right? But as C1 and C2, two curves cuts at right angle, which implies that m1 into m2, the product of their slope is equal to -1. It means 1 by 2y into minus 1 by x is equal to -1 here. So you may see that 1 by 2 is equal to x. So we got some value of x. Now put this value of x, put the x in equation 1. If you put there, you will get y is equal to plus minus 1 by root 2. So then once you got the value of x and y, you can substitute this x and y in equation 2 to get the desired result. So put the value of x as 1 by 2 and value of y as plus or minus 1 by root 2 in equation 2. So what you will say, 1 by 2 into plus minus 1 by 2 root 2 is equal to k, right? Otherwise you may also speak that plus minus 1 by 4 root, what is this, only root 2, no? Yeah. So it is 2 root 2 equal to k. Now squaring on both the side, you will get 1 by 8 is equal to k squares, or you may also speak 8k square is equal to 1. It means that if curves are perpendicular, this condition is true. That is 8k square is equal to 1. So here we took the derivative of the first graph and we got the slope m1, m2, product is -1. By that product we are able to find x, substitute the value of x in 1 to get value of y, then substitute both the values here to get the desired condition. Yes, this condition, wherever this condition is true, then definitely these curves are perpendicular to each other. So our purpose of question number 23 is solved over here. Now we'll go for example number 45. Now we're going to discuss example number 45. See what is there. Example. Find the equation of the normal to the curve which passes through the point 1 comma 2. So simple. Find the equation of the normal. We have to find equation of normal. Question mark. If it is passing through the point 1 comma 2 to the curve, there is a curve. Let us say it's a curve x square is equal to 4y, and there is a point, general point you can take. Let us this point P, coordinates we don't know, h comma k. If I construct the tangent like this to the curve, this is tangent. So ultimately normal means which is perpendicular to the tangent at a point of contact. So this is what the normal, and this normal is passing through the point 1 comma 2. That's it. See, now what the importance of this question is, many of the students they are taking this point as a point of contact or point of intersection, and that was the biggest mistake they are committed. So this is not the point of contact. What they said, find the equation of the normal to this curve which is passing through 1 comma 2. It is not they are asking like to find the equation of normal to the curve at this point, not at this point which is passing through. Means at particular point पर वो intersect तो हो रहे हैं, but वो point का coordinates हमें नहीं पता है जहाँ tangent और normal construct करेंगे curve पर, but this normal is passing through 1 comma 2. So this is the situation given to you. By using this information, now you have to find the equation of the normal. To find the equation of tangent or find the equation of normal, only you need two parameters. Normal find करना हो चाहे equation का या equation of tangent find करना हो, आपको दो चीजों की जरूरत पड़ रही है, एक slope और एक point on it. So already we have point on the normal, that is 1 comma 2. Only we require the slope of the normal, then we can use straight line language. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. That is a simple equation of any line is given by, what is that? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. This is the equation of a straight line which is passing through x1 comma y1 having the slope m. That you know already. So already we know one point as x1 comma y1 which is passing through the point, it is known. Only we required the slope of normal. And how to get the slope of normal? First we need to find the slope of tangent, then reciprocal it to get the slope of normal. So to get the slope of tangent, we need a derivative of this given graph. That is what given curve x square is equal to 4y. So that is a process here. So what I am going to do, I am taking the curve equation first. I will do the derivative of this graph, which will consider as slope of tangent. Then we'll go for slope of normal, which is equal to minus 1 by slope of tangent. That's it. So this is a major thing when I want to find the slope of normal. So now we will directly coming to the solution. What is the curve equation given? X square is equal to 4y, and go for the derivative with respect to x. It will be 2x is equal to 4 into derivative of y is y dash. 2 ones are 2 twos are. So derivative of this graph is what? X by 2, right? And then the slope, that is slope of tangent, m tangent means slope of tangent, is given by what? X by 2. But at which point we are talking about? At h comma k. Slope of tangent at h comma k is simply by substituting x comma y form में, तो h की वैल्यू यहाँ पुट करिए, so you will get h by 2. Simple. So we got the slope of tangent as h by 2, which implies now slope of normal. Slope of normal means minus 1 by slope of tangent. So hence slope of normal is equal to minus 1 by h by 2. By reciprocaling it, you will be getting slope of normal is minus 2 by h. Let the result number 1. You got a slope of normal in terms of h. This is one. But until and unless you know the value of h, you are not able to find the equation of normal. Hence, we require one more equation in terms of h and k so that we can solve the point of intersection. So h comma k is a point, is already lies on the tangent, normal and the curve. Hence, it's satisfying the equation of the curve. ये पॉइंट हम भूल जाते हैं, इससे हमारा एक सॉल्यूशन का बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट छूट जाता है. H comma k is a point of contact which always lies on the all the three parts. That is tangent पे भी रहेगा, normal पे भी रहेगा और curve पे भी रहेगा. इसका मतलब है कि ये पॉइंट का कोऑर्डिनेट्स इन तीनों को सेटिस्फाई करेगा. इसका मतलब ये h comma k को हम कर्व की इक्वेशन में रख सकते हैं, टेंजेंट की इक्वेशन में रख सकते हैं, नॉर्मल की इक्वेशन में भी रख सकते हैं. नाउ कर्व का इक्वेशन है x स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 4y, तो इसमें h कामा के लाई करेगा. तो हम लोग वही काम कर रहे हैं. देखिए हियर p h कामा k lies on the curve x square is equal to 4y, which implies that x square is equal to 4k, right? So this is what the one more equation we got. This is equation number 2. Now apart from this, you can find the slope of any straight line when you know the 2 points on it. Let us it is as x1 comma y1 and it is treated as x2 comma y2. You may also find the equation of the slope of the normal by using simple formula n is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So we are using all straight line concept to just to find the value of h. We required the value of h. So इसलिए हम ये सब एक्स्ट्रा वर्क आउट कर रहे हैं जो जो पॉसिबिलिटीज है. So slope of normal can also be determined by like y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 by using straight line concept. So k minus 2 by h minus 1. So result number 3. So now slope of normal through the derivative we got minus 2 by h. slope of normal through this formula we got this, but you can say these slopes are same only. Hence, 2 must be equal to 3, which means that minus 2 by h is equal to k minus 2 by h minus 1. Just by doing the cross multiplication, you are going to get some hk or h into k minus 2. Okay. So here you may substitute the value of k here. यहाँ से हम k की वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हैं. देखिए here या मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हैं पहले, उसके बाद बात करते हैं. h k minus 2h, or you may also speak 4h plus 2 is equal to h into k. So now here I am going to replace the value of k from equation 2. What is the value of k? I can read here h square by 4. k की वैल्यू यहाँ सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देते हैं. Let this is the result number. Now 4h plus 2 is equal to h into the value of k is h square by 4. I have taken it from result number 2. So what happened here? Just see, I was able to get the value of h by solving this. Cross multiply करते हैं तो 16h plus 8 is equal to what we got as h cube. H comma k. H square is equal to 4k. Right? 2x is equal to 4 by dash is equal to x by 2 tangent h comma k h by 2 minus 2 by h, then k minus 2 by h minus 1, then hk minus 2h, and k value is h square by 4. It becomes h cube by 4. Then it's what now? 16h plus 8 is equal to h cube. Then here it is forming what? A cubic equation, right? Where we need to solve the value of h. चेक कर लेते हैं h की वैल्यू क्या हमें मिल रहा है यहाँ से. So h cube minus 16h, sorry, h cube minus 16h minus 8 equal to 0. So what are the possible values of h? Since it's a cubic equation, so I can try with like 2r1. देखते हैं, अगर मैं यहां से 2 से स्टार्ट करूंगा तो 2 क्यूब 8, और यहाँ पे पॉसिबल नहीं है. माइनस 1/2 1/2, थोड़ा इश्यू है. h की वैल्यू सॉल्व करने में दिक्कत आ रही है. आ गया. What was the possible values of h? We got it as 2. h कामा की अगर है तो 2 आया है, तो डेफिनेटली अगर h की वैल्यू 2 है तो k की वैल्यू 1 ही होगा. अगर h की वैल्यू 2, इसका मतलब 2 क्यूब विल बी 8 माइनस 8 गेट कैंसल्ड. बट यहाँ कैसे 16h हो रहा है वो हमें देखना है. स्लोप ऑफ द नॉर्मल through this point means k minus 2 upon h minus 1, k minus 2 upon h minus 1, and slope of the normal minus 2 by h. So when you equate this, and h square is equal to 4k. So we are having 1, 2 and 3, 2 and 3. So here what we can do is, so these are representing the same slopes. Minus 2 by h is equal to k minus 2 by h minus 1, minus 2h plus 2 is equal to hk minus 2k. Oh, yes. Again see, यहाँ मैंने एक छोटा सा मिस्टेक किया है. Up to this step it is correct. Actually these two are get cancelled. Minus 2h minus 2h. Yeah. So again a clerical error, but now it is solved from my side only. So what is left one is 2 is equal to hk. Now I can replace the value of k from here. यहाँ से मैं k की वैल्यू क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकता हूँ, देखिए h into x square by 4, and this is from result number 2. So now what happened, h cube is equal to 8, so h will be equal to cube root of 8, hence h will be 2. So I got the value of h 2. So since now h is 2, I can substitute 2 here to get the real value of this slope of normal. So therefore the slope of normal is equal to what? यहाँ से मैं 2 की वैल्यू यहाँ सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देता हूँ, तो क्या होगा, minus 2 by 2 होगा, that is slope of this value is what, minus 1. Now what is actually I am looking for? Only this point. How to find the slope of normal? Because only one thing I require to frame an equation of normal, that is slope. तो स्लोप के लिए हमने क्या क्या किया, देखिए एक हमने डेरिवेटिव करके स्लोप फाइंड आउट किया, दूसरा हमने स्ट्रेट लाइन का जो फॉर्मूला होता है, when you know the 2 points you can use this formula to get the slope of any straight line. So यहाँ से एक रिक्वायर्ड पॉइंट था h कामा के, और एक जिसके थ्रू पास हो रहा है 1 कामा 2. इन दोनों की मदद से भी मैंने स्लोप फाइंड आउट किया. इन दोनों स्लोप्स एक ही लाइन के हैं, तो आई कैन इक्वेट देम. इक्वेट करने पर मुझे वहां से h की वैल्यू मिला, राइट. तो जब h की वैल्यू मिला, इसमें से हमने इसका भी यूज किया था कि दिस पॉइंट h कामा के आल्सो लाइज ऑन द कर्व. तो यहां से मुझे h कामा के रिलेशन मिला था, तो यहां से मैंने k की वैल्यू h स्क्वायर बाय 4 भी यूज किया था. तो आई हैव 3 इक्वेशंस इन टर्म्स ऑफ h एंड k, 1 2 एंड 3. अब तीनों इक्वेशंस को मैंने साइमल्टेनियसली यूज किया और वहां से एक वेरिएबल फाइंड आउट किया h, और उस h की वैल्यू को यहां सब्स्टिट्यूट किया, जिससे मुझे मिला स्लोप. नाउ स्लोप ऑफ नॉर्मल इज -1 which is passing through 1 comma 2. Now I can simply make an equation of a straight line, that is y minus y1 is equal to slope into x minus x1. Simply substitute this y minus 2 is equal to minus 1 into x minus 1. It simply gives y minus 2 is equal to minus x plus 1, or x plus y equal to 3. This is a required equation of normal. This is your final answer. Okay, so I think this question is solved. So why it is important already I have told you, because this is the equation or a normal which is passing through this point, hence we don't know the point of contact, that is at which the normal is constructed. So this point of contact is unknown to us, hence this नेम क्या देना हमेशा उसको एच कामा के देकर आप हमेशा स्टैंडर्डली बना लीजिए, फिगर बना लीजिए. Once you make a rough figure, you will be able to get an idea which are perpendicular, which are parallel, है ना. तो ये सब आइडिया आपको तब मिलेगा. Coming to the next question now. Example number 46. Now example number 46. ये थोड़ा सा इसमें एक थोड़ा सा इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट है जो समझना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है, इसलिए मैंने एक क्वेश्चन को पार्ट्स में काउंट किया. Example 46 says that find the equation of tangent to the curve y is equal to cos of x plus y and that are parallel to this line. Example number 46 में दिया है find the equation of tangent. Equation of tangent you need to find, right? Which is this tangent is parallel to a line where the line equation is given like x plus 2y equal to 0 and the curve equation is y is equal to cos of x plus y, and let us say it is theta only, and this theta value where x is lies between minus 2 pi to 2 pi, right? Simply we need to first, ये जो इंटरवल है ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करेगा इस पूरी क्वेश्चन में. अगर ये इंटरवल नहीं होता या ओपन सिंपली 0 to 2 पाई होता तो द क्वेश्चन वाज वेरी सिंपल एंड स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. ये इंटरवल बेस पे ही इस क्वेश्चन का इंपॉर्टेंस यानी वेटेज बढ़ गया. अब देखिए व्हाट इज दैट. You need to find the equation of tangent to this curve which is parallel to this line. So try to draw the figure. मैं ऐसे रफ फिगर बना रहा हूं. Which is a curve. Equation is y is equal to cos of x plus y, and we need to find the equation of the tangent to this curve. Equation of the tangent to this curve which is parallel to, it may be upside or downside anywhere else, कहीं भी हो सकता है, right? Which is the equation x plus 2y equal to 0. And these two are what? Parallel. Now here we don't know the point of contact. Let us say the point of contact is h comma k. Now to find the equation of tangent, what we require, whether it is the equation of tangent, whether it is the equation of normal, we required only two parameters. एक हम उस लाइन का स्लोप रिक्वायरमेंट होता है और एटलीस्ट वन पॉइंट ऑन इट, वन रियल पॉइंट ऑन इट, दैट्स इट. सो एक पॉइंट तो क्लियर है ही नहीं, पॉइंट भी नहीं है और स्लोप भी डायरेक्ट नहीं है, बट इंफॉर्मेशन इज गिवन लाइक this tangent is parallel to this line, it means that their slopes are equal. So if slope of m1, that is line, is equal to slope of tangent, because these two are parallel, the first condition I can use to find the slope of tangent, right? So that is what I am going to do. So this is what all the given thing here, where tangent is parallel to line. So I'm directly coming to the solution here. Tangent is parallel to the line, hence slope of tangent is equal to slope of line, and hence slope of tangent is equal. What is the slope of line? If you are writing this as in a standard form, the slope of this line is equal to minus a by b. So if it is the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, then slope of this line is given by this formula minus a by b. So value of a is 1, that is coefficient of x. Value of b is 2, coefficient of y. Hence slope of the line is minus a by b. So here the slope of the line is minus 1 by 2. So hence the slope of the line is minus 1 by 2, hence slope of tangent is also minus 1 by 2. So I got the slope of tangent. This is result number 1 which I required. Now I also required the point of contact, that is h comma k, so that I can frame the equation of tangent. Now how to get this h comma k value? Again the same thing. H comma k is a point is lies on tangent, as well as this point also lies on the curve. So I can substitute over here as well as here. दोनों से हम लोग कर सकते हैं. But उसके अलावा और h comma k में हमें इक्वेशंस लाना है, इसलिए हमें इस गिवन फंक्शन यानी कर्व का डेरिवेटिव करके भी हम कुछ h comma k में लैंग्वेज में ला सकते हैं. वो भी हम देख लेते हैं वो कैसे और क्या पॉसिबिलिटी होगा. चलिए. So I am taking the curve. This is result number 1. It is over. Now I am taking the curve. Curve equation. What is the curve equation we have? Y is equal to cos of x plus y. X plus y means just like a theta only. Now do the derivative of this first. So y dash is equal to cos theta, function derivative is minus sine theta, and as you know the derivative of the x plus y is left. So y dash is equal to minus sine of x plus y into derivative of this one is 1 plus y dash. Okay, hence I need to multiply with this entire binomial with sine function. Sine theta से multiply होगा. So y dash is equal to minus sine of x plus y minus y dash into sine of x plus y. Now group the like terms. हमें y dash के terms को grouping करना है. Y dash plus y dash into sine of x plus y is equal to minus sine of x plus y. You can take y dash as a common factor. So y dash common factor लेने पर total dy by dx आ रहा है sin minus sin theta by 1 plus sin theta. Right? So this is what we got as the derivative of the function. And derivative of the function means it also representing what? Slope of tangent. So therefore I can say this also representing slope of tangent is also minus sine of x plus y upon 1 plus sine of x plus y. So result number 2. तो यहां से देखिए आप स्लोप ऑफ टेंजेंट को आपने दो अलग अलग एंगल से फाइंड आउट किया. वन इज टेंजेंट इज पैरेलल टू द लाइन, हेंस देयर स्लोप्स आर इक्वल. हेंस जो लाइन का स्लोप होगा वो टेंजेंट का भी स्लोप हुआ. इस कंडीशन से स्लोप ऑफ टेंजेंट आ गया -1/2. By derivative also you will be able to get the slope of tangent to the curve, and this is also what? Slope of tangent. Hence these slopes must be equal. That is what we are going to do. Hence now you can say here 1 must be equal to 2. It means -1/2 is equal to minus sine of x plus y upon 1 plus sine of x plus y. So minus minus get cancelled by doing cross multiplication. 1 plus sine of x plus y is equal to 2 times of sine of x plus y, which implies that sine of x plus y value is equal to 1. It means sine theta, it is in the form of theta, so sine theta value is 1, it means theta is equal to 90 degree, that is pi by 2. This is what one way we can speak. But if you observe the range of this value of x, अगर हम x पे थोड़ा फोकस करते हैं, एंगल की बात करते हैं, it is basically what minus 2 pi to 2 pi. तो minus 2 pi to 2 pi का मतलब क्या होता है वो देखिए आप थोड़ा. First of all, try to understand here. It is 0. So 0 to 2 pi. This is one anti-clockwise direction. ये हो गया आपका 0 to 2 pi वाला. अगर आपको नेगेटिव एंगल तरफ मूव करना है, नेगेटिव एंगल का मतलब होता है क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन. क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन मतलब क्या होता है? अगर हम एंगल को क्लॉकवाइज घुमाएंगे तो ये नेगेटिव एंगल फ्रेम करेगा. तो 0 to minus 2 pi. So there are two amounts of rotation. One is clockwise, another is anti-clockwise. Then only you can speak minus 2 pi to plus 2 pi. It means you need to break this entire interval into two parts, right? With respect to 0 means minus 2 pi to 2 pi के बीच में exactly 0 अगर हम लेते हैं तो ये जो इंटरवल है दो पार्ट में डिवाइड हो रहा है. एक minus 2 pi to 0 and 0 to 2 pi. So 0 to 2 pi we called as positive direction and 0 to minus 2 pi is what? Negative direction. तो 0 to 2 pi में right sin theta की वैल्यू यहाँ 1 होता है, right? तो अल्टीमेटली अगर हम लोग एंटी क्लॉकवाइज मूव करेंगे sin की वैल्यू 1 सिर्फ इसी पॉइंट पे होगा, चाहे आप क्लॉकवाइज घूमिए या एंटी क्लॉकवाइज घूमिए. अगर हम एंटी क्लॉकवाइज घूमते हैं so 1 is attained when the angle is pi by 2. बट अगर हम जर्नी 0 से स्टार्ट करके क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट होते हैं तो ये कितना एंगल पर 1 होगा? ये 0 होगा. अगर हम एंड क्लॉकवाइज की बात करते हैं तो ये हो गया माइनस पाई बाई 2, ये हो गया माइनस पाई, माइनस 3 पाई बाई 2 एंड माइनस 2 पाई. ये हो गया आपका क्लॉकवाइज वाले एंगल्स. एंटी क्लॉकवाइज बात करेंगे तो ये पाई बाई 2, ये पाई, ये 3 पाई बाई 2 और ये 2 पाई. अब आप बताइए साइन की वैल्यू 1 यहां अटेंड होता है, इसका मतलब आप एंटी क्लॉकवाइज चलेंगे तो पाई बाई 2, क्लॉकवाइज चलेंगे तो माइनस 3 पाई बाई 2. और आपका जो रेंज है एंटी क्लॉकवाइज भी है और क्लॉकवाइज भी है, तो इसमें भी एक जगह पे साइन की वैल्यू 1 होगा, इस इंटरवल में भी साइन की वैल्यू 1 होगा, साइन थीटा की वैल्यू 1 होगा. तो साइन थीटा की वैल्यू 1 होने का दो चांसेस है. 0 to 2 पाई में पाई बाई 2 पर होगा, 0 to minus 2 पाई पे क्या होगा? माइनस 3 पाई बाई 2 पर होगा. यानी कि मेरा कहने का मतलब है यहाँ थीटा की वैल्यू यानी x प्लस वाई की वैल्यू पाई बाई 2 भी हो सकता है और क्या हो सकता है? माइनस 3 पाई बाई 2 भी हो सकता है. There are two possibilities of this x plus y value. Okay, so I got here some possible values of what the theta x plus y की वैल्यू मुझे मिला. कुछ समझ आ रहा मैं क्या बोल रहा हूं? यहां से important point is the first and second parts are clear. Why I am equating both the things? Because both are representing the slope of the tangent only. By equating them, I was able to get one trigonometric equation where I can solve the possible values of theta in a given interval. But in this question, interval is completely a magical thing. It is moving from negative angle to positive angle. It means on anti-clockwise डायरेक्शन भी और clockwise डायरेक्शन भी है, इसलिए इस इंटरवल को मैंने टू पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया. 0 to 2 पाई में एंटी क्लॉकवाइज पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन और 0 to minus 2 पाई में नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन. तो पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन में पाई बाई 2 पर 90 होता है, तो क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में, नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन में -3π/2 पर इसकी वैल्यू 1 होता है। इसका मतलब x प्लस यानी थीटा की वैल्यू 2 पॉसिबिलिटीज है। फाइन। अब मैं इस x प्लस वाई की वैल्यू को हम गिवन कर्व के अंदर पुट करेंगे, आई विल बी एबल टू गेट द पॉसिबल वैल्यूज ऑफ y। अब y की वैल्यू क्या हो सकता है वो हम देख लेते हैं। हियर चेक करते हैं, x प्लस वाई की वैल्यू हम यहाँ सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं, तो व्हाट आर द पॉसिबल वैल्यूज ऑफ दिस हियर। अच्छा, हम जो बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ से x प्लस वाई की वैल्यू, इफ x प्लस वाई is equal to π/2, then y is equal to क्या होगा, cos of x plus y। ये तो कर्व इक्वेशन है। It means that y is equal to cos π/2। cos π/2 की वैल्यू 0 है। ये तो आपका पार्ट हो गया। दूसरा, if x plus y is equal to -3π/2, then y is equal to cos of x plus y में यदि मैं इसकी वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देता हूं, cos of -3π/2 माइनस cos of -3π/2 वैल्यू अगेन 0। मतलब इन दोनों वैल्यूज पर y की वैल्यू तो 0 ही हो गया। तो इसका मतलब क्लियर हो गया। आप मुझे बताएंगे x प्लस वाई की वैल्यू यदि π/2 है और y की वैल्यू 0 है, y is equal to 0, it means that x is equal to π/2 or x is equal to what, -3π/2। So I'm able to get 2 points on the curve, not the single point। ये थोड़ा सा आपको ऐसा लग रहा है कि कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, बट अगर आप देखेंगे इट इज अ वेरी क्रिस्टल क्लियर थिंग है। सिर्फ इंटरवल पे ट्विस्ट किया हुआ क्वेश्चन है, जहां पे आपको x और y की वैल्यू सॉल्व करना पड़ रहा है। अब x की वैल्यू मिला है π/2 और -3π/2 और y की वैल्यू तो 0 रिमेन है। So finally I got 2 points on the tangent where slope is equal to -1/2 only। So finally I got 2 points on 2 points, 2 possible points on the tangent, right? On the tangent is π/2 comma 0 हो सकता है और -3π/2 comma 0 भी हो सकता है। So by using now the slope as -1/2, point as this, एक इक्वेशन फ्रेम होगा। स्लोप और ये पॉइंट लूंगा तो दूसरा इक्वेशन आएगा। मींस देयर आर 2 possible equations of tangents। Now equation of tangent, right? At first case, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, which will give y minus y1 is 0, slope is -1/2 and x1 is π/2। So by doing cross multiplication, 2y is equal to -x plus π/2 or x minus x plus 2y is equal to π/2। This is one of the equation of tangent। Now we can also put the second point, we can also use it as, but the slope remains same। So y minus 0 is equal to -1/2 into x plus 3/2। Then 2y is equal to -x minus 3π/2 or x plus 2y is equal to -3π/2। This is the second equation over। So we got two different possible equation of tangent because we got two different points on the tangent, right? By keeping the slope remains same। तो स्लोप तो बहुत आसानी से मिल गया था, बट ओनली पॉइंट के लिए हम इतना सारा जो हंगामा इसमें किया हुआ है उसको समझने की कोशिश करना। the only the critical point is this interval. इस इंटरवल को तोड़ना पड़ेगा दो पार्ट में, जिससे आपको मिलेगा दो पॉसिबल वैल्यूज होंगी x प्लस वाई के, एक पाई बाई टू और एक माइनस थ्री पाई बाई टू। उसके बेसिस पे आपने y की वैल्यू सॉल्व किया, फिर y की वैल्यू को वापस इसमें पुट किया जिसमें आपको x की वैल्यू मिला, इससे आपको दो पॉइंट्स मिले, दो पॉइंट्स मिलने के बाद तो इक्वेशंस आए। दिस इज द फ्लो ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन। Right. Now we'll move to the MCQ, that is question number 20, 21 and 24. So we have done with this three questions, 50% is done. Now we are moving to question number 20. That is MCQ number 20. So here question number 20, what is that? See. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve. Find the slope of tangent to the curve M, and the curve equation is given in parametric form. X is equal to t square plus 3t minus 8 and y is equal to 2t square minus 2t minus 5. At the point at the point 2 comma minus 1. Right? So this is a question. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve. Curve equation is given in a parametric form at this point. It means that what? Try to draw. This is the curve equation given in a parametric form, and this is a point where they are asking the find the slope of the tangent to the curve. So this is the tangent. Just we need to find the slope. To find the slope, we need derivative of the curve at this point. That's it. So we only require derivative, and in that derivative, put this point 2 comma minus 1 to get the tangent, slope of tangent. So simple है. Slope of tangent means derivative of the function dy by dx we required. At which point we required? At 2 comma minus 1, which is x comma y. Okay, this is x and this is y. Now first we'll find dy by dx, and in that dy by dx we'll put x comma y to get the slope of tangent. That's it. This is a process. Now find dy by dx. That is the first point. So if you look at this equation, they are parametric form. So to get dy by dx, first we'll need to get dx by dt, dy by dt, then go for dy by dx. So that is what we are going to do first. Here x is equal to what we have, t square plus 3t minus 8. The derivative of the function with respect to t is what? Dx by dt is equal to 2t plus 3, and then if y is equal to 2t square minus 2t minus 5, then dy by dt is equal to 4t minus 2. Now dy by dx means simply it is dy by dt upon dx by dt, that is 4t minus 2 upon 2t plus 3. So therefore the derivative of the function is 4t minus 2 upon 2t plus 3. But until and unless you have x and y in this, you cannot find the exact slope of the tangent. So we require the value of t to get the dy by dx value. So to find t, what we can do, हमें t की वैल्यू चाहिए, सो जब तक t की वैल्यू नहीं मिलेगा तब तक आपको डेरिवेटिव का एग्जैक्ट आंसर नहीं आएगा, मतलब आपको स्लोप नहीं मिलेगा. So first we need to find t. So this is the actually question point. How to get the value of t, right? So if you look at this point, this is x and this is y. So you know the value of x and you know the value of y. Then substitute x is equal to and y is equal to minus 1. Then you will be able to get two different quadratic equations. By solving them, you will be able to get the value of t, and that t, if you substitute over here, you will get the value of derivative of the function. So now what we are going to do, put x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 1 in above equations. अब put करेंगे, start करें put करना. So 2 is equal to t square minus, yes I'm taking here, थोड़ा सा मुझे space की requirement है, यहाँ ले रहा हूँ मैं. 2 is equal to t square plus 3t minus 8, or minus 1 is equal to 2t square minus 2t minus 1. Now t square plus 3t minus 10 equal to 0, ये हो गया, और 2t square minus 2t minus 6, sorry, plus, not plus, it's minus 4 equal to 0, right? Now see, by splitting the middle term, यहाँ से आपको मिल जाएंगे, देखिए t square, we require 10, no, 5 2 are 10, 5 minus 2 is 3, so 5 minus 2 is 3, so t common, so t plus 5 minus 2 common, t plus 5, so t plus 5 into t minus 2, here it means that either t is equal to or t is equal to minus 5. These are the possible values of t from the first equation. And from the second equation, 2 is a common factor. So ultimately t square minus 3 is equal to 2. आप इसको solve करेंगे, आप check करें. It will become minus 2 plus t, and splitting middle term method कर रहा हूँ मैं. T common, so t minus 2 plus 1 common, so t minus 2. So finally I am going to get t minus 2 into t plus 1 equal to 0, which is equal to 2 or minus 1. So these are the possible values of t from the second equation, and these are the possible values of t from the first equation. We need to take the value of t which satisfying both the equation. And what is the value of t which satisfying both? That is t is equal to 2. So hence the required value of t which satisfying both the equation is 2. Therefore the final value of t is 2. Now if you got the value of t, then you are able to find the real value of the derivative by substituting t value over here. So therefore the dy by dx at t is equal to 2 is given by what? 4 to the 8, 8 minus 2 is 6, 2 to the 4 plus 3 is 7. So this is what the slope of tangent m, the slope of tangent to the curve is 6 by 7. This is what the MCQ number 20. I hope you have understood what is MCQ number 20. There is a parametric form, hence we need to do the derivative with respect to t on both the sides. Then we got dx by dt, dy by dt. This all you know how to get dy by dx. But here in dy by dx we are having the parameter t. Unless you know the value of t, you are not able to get the value of dy by dx. means you are not able to find slope of tangent. So our target is to find t. So what we have done, we know this is x comma y is lies on the tangent as well on the curve, hence it must satisfy the curve. तो x is equal to और y is equal to -1 को हमने सब्स्टिट्यूट किया, इससे हमें दो क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन फ्रेम हुए, स्प्लिट किया, t के पॉसिबल वैल्यूज आया, बट हमने वो t की वैल्यू लिया जो दोनों इक्वेशन को सेटिस्फाई किया, दैट इज इंटरसेक्शन वैल्यू. So t is equal to 2. Then by substituting here, we are able to get this over. So this is about the question number 20. Now we'll move on to the question number 21. MCQ number 21. What is this now? Question number 21. The line y is equal to mx plus 1. The line y is equal to mx plus 1 is a tangent to the curve. Is a tangent to the curve y square is equal to 4x. It is basically a parabola equation. If the value of m is, means we need to find the value of m basically. What is the possible value of m? If this line, straight line, is a tangent to this curve. So let us, this curve is like y square is equal to 4x, and at particular point the tangent is drawn whose equation is given as y is equal to mx plus 1, and we don't know the point of contact. Let it the point of contact be h comma k. Now we need to find if this is the line tangent to this curve, what is the possible value of m. This we need to find. And here basically m representing the slope of this straight line, y is equal to mx plus c in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. So m representing basically a slope of this line m, right? Now how can we use this information to get this m? That is the question. So what are the possible cases to get m? Let's see. क्या क्या हो सकता है, right? So first of all, we may say here the derivative of this function also give the slope of tangent, and the slope of tangent is basically here represented by m. Okay, so here the slope of tangent means the derivative of the function at h comma k. This is one case possible है, that we know. So हम लोग वही पहले करते हैं, डेरिवेटिव कर देते हैं. So what is the derivative of this graph? हम y square is equal to 4x को डेरिवेटिव करिएगा. So derivative of this graph is what? 2y is equal to 4 into 1. So y is equal to क्या होगा? 4 by 2y. Y dash is equal to 4 by 2y. That is what 1 by 2 by 2 by y. So shall I solve that one? Better देखिए हम लोग solve कर ही देते हैं. So y square is equal to 4x. So 2y into y dash is equal to 4. 2 under 2 2s are. So y dash is equal to 2 by y. This is what the derivative, and y dash, that is dy by dx, at which point we are talking about h comma k, is given by 2 by k. So this is what the slope of the tangent at h comma k. So therefore one possible value m की value क्या मिला हमें? 2 by k. This is the first result I got. The slope, that is m, in terms of what? h comma k. चलो और आगे हमें पॉइंट्स चाहिए. जिससे हमें जब तक k की वैल्यू नहीं मिलेगा तब तक हम m के रियल वैल्यू फाइंड आउट नहीं कर सकते। तो अगेन हमारा टारगेट यही है, हाउ टू गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ h या हाउ टू गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ k। But we know that this point is the intersection point of tangent and the curve. Hence, h comma k is lies on the curve as well as on the tangent both. So I can substitute this h comma k on both the functions. So I would say here h comma k is lies on y square is equal to 4x, which means that k square is equal to 4h. Result number 2. Now, h comma k is also lies on the tangent y is equal to mx plus 1, which equal to what? K is equal to mh plus 1. From here I can write m is equal to k minus 1 by h. Result number 3. So finally, whatever the information I can withdraw from the figure, I have done. H comma k is lies on curve, so I got one relation. It also lies on the straight line, that is tangent. I substitute over there. Where I got value of m is this. By doing the derivative of the function at h comma k, I will be able to get the slope of tangent, that is m. So m is equal to 2 by k, m is equal to k minus 1 by h, and k square is equal to 4h. These are the three relations. Now I have to use these three relations simultaneously to get the value of m. So here I can say, therefore, equation 1 is equal to equation 3, that is 2 by k is equal to k minus 1 by h. So by doing cross multiplication, 2h is equal to k square minus 1, right? So here again the value of h I can read from equation 2. यहाँ से मैं h की वैल्यू रीड करता हूँ तो k square by 4 is equal to k square minus 1. This is from result number 2. 2 ones are 2, 2s are. Hence, k square is equal to 2k square minus 2, or k square is equal to 2, k is equal to plus or minus root 2. I will be able to get the value of k as plus or minus root 2 by solving 1, 2 and 3 simultaneously. k की वैल्यू तो मिल गया। अब इस k की वैल्यू को हम यहाँ सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे, you will definitely going to get the value of m. That is the final answer. So m is equal to what we have, 2 by k. Therefore m is equal to 2 by plus minus root 2. So by rationalizing with root 2, you will be getting this m is equal to plus or minus root 2. Again a glitch. देख लेते हैं, 2k square minus 2, k square is equal to 2, k is equal to plus minus root 2. यहाँ रखेंगे प्लस माइनस रूट टू से रेशनलाइज करेंगे तो m की वैल्यू आ रहा है प्लस माइनस रूट 2। अब यहाँ देखना है m की आंसर्स क्या है, एक बार और चेक कर लेते हैं हमने कोई मिस्टेक तो नहीं किया। अगेन y is equal to mx plus 1 is a tangent to the curve, right? Y square is equal to 4x if the value of m is, right? If it is a tangent to the curve, so derivative of this function y square is equal to 4x 2y, 4 2 1 the 2's are, y dash is equal to 2 by y. Now at h comma k, k 2 by k. So this is slope of the tangent to the curve at h comma k. Now this h comma k is lies on the curve h comma k. So k square is equal to 4h. Also lies on the straight line. Hence it is k is equal to m into h plus 1, where m is equal to k minus 1 by h. Now here it is 2 by k is equal to k minus 1 by h. 2h is equal to again again one mistake. See here, by doing a cross multiplication only, यहाँ से मैं बता रहा हूँ जो मिस्टेक यहाँ से पकड़ में आ गया। यहाँ से मैं जब क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा था, ये बायनोमियल है तो k स्क्वायर माइनस के होगा, तो ये हो गया k स्क्वायर माइनस के। तो 2 1 2 2 जा, अब ये 2k स्क्वायर माइनस 2k होगा। तो यहां से आप एक k की वैल्यू सॉल्व करेंगे। यहां से एक छोटा सा मिस्टेक हो गया, इसे टेक्स्ट बुक से आंसर से मैच नहीं कर रहा। चलिए, तो यहां से एक k कॉमन होके कट हो जाएगा, तो यहां से k इज इक्वल टू आएगा 2k माइनस 2। ओके, 2k माइनस 2। अब k की वैल्यू आ रहा है, यहां से देखिए एग्जैक्टली हमारा पास k इज इक्वल टू आ रहा है 2। अब k की वैल्यू 2 यहां सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे, पुट k is equal to 2 in equation 1, तो then m is equal to what, 2 by k है। अब यहां पुट करेंगे m की वैल्यू, इसकी वैल्यू m is equal to 1, so this is a final answer. Thank God I found the mistake, clerical mistake again by doing cross multiplication, but it's now solved. So value of m is what? Desired value of m is what? 1. So hopefully we got the possible values of m, and I think concept is also simple to find m. Now coming to the last question, question number 24. Then this is the last question of today's session. You may also consider this is the last question of this entire chapter from my side. Question number 24 and the last question. Right. What is that? The points on the curve 9y square is equal to x cube. Find the points. Find the points on the curve. On the curve 9y square is equal to x cube, where the normal to the curve makes equal intercept with the axis. Where the normal to the curve makes equal intercepts with the axis. So it's so simple question if you know the fundamental thing. If any straight line makes equal intercept with the axis, what does it mean by? Just मैं एक आपको एग्जांपल दे रहा हूं, देखिए आप. Let us say it is a straight line L which cuts the x-axis and y-axis at two distinct points. Equal intercept means origin से इस point का distance same है, and since it is a coordinate system, right? Equal intercept means what? X-intercept and y-intercepts are same. Hence, this become an isosceles right-angled triangle. Hence, since it is an isosceles right-angled triangle, each angle will be 45 degree if it is in the second quadrant. So if this angle made by the line, that is theta, with the x-axis is 45 degree, it means slope of this line will be given by tan theta, and slope of this line is tan 45 degree, so slope is equal to 1. This is one case. Other case क्या हो सकता है? It may lies in first quadrant. अगर ये first quadrant में होगा, equal intercept बनाया, मतलब ये वापस अंदर वाला angle 45 होगा. So what is the angle made by this line with x-axis in the positive direction? That is 180 minus 45, that is 135. यानी कि एंगल 135 होगा. तो स्लोप क्या होगा इस केस में? tan 135. tan 135 की वैल्यू -1. तो स्लोप या तो 1 होगा या तो -1 होगा, या तो एक्यूट एंगल होगा या तो ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल होगा. In both the cases, the slope is equal to what here? In one case it is 1r, और obtuse case में क्या होगा? -1 होगा. So when any straight line makes equal intercept with the axis, then the possible values of the slope of that line is either +1 or -1. इसको आप as a theorem you can use. So here I am directly stating normal makes as a solution, part of solution, equal intercept with the axis means the slope m is equal to either +1 or -1. This is a fundamental statement which you need to remember for this question. But the slope of normal can also be calculated by doing the derivative of this function. That is also possible case. हम वही लेंगे अभी, right? फिर उसके बाद हम बात करेंगे what are the points on the curve, है ना? अब कर्व पर क्या पॉइंट होंगे, कैसे होंगे, वो हम देखेंगे. So we are having two cases where the slope of normal is 1, where the slope of normal is -1. So first I'll do the derivative of the graph curve, that is 9y square is equal to x cube. This is the curve equation I am having. Just go for the derivative. It becomes 18y into dy by dx is equal to 3x square. 3 6 up. So y dash is equal to x square by 6y. So this will give the slope of normal at h comma k. You may also draw the graph. So this is the equation of the curve 9y square is equal to x cube, and there is a point where tangent and normals are drawn. So this is the tangent and this is the normal, which is a perpendicular to each other. Okay, and the point of intersection is what? H comma k. So dy by dx x square by 6y है, and what we got here, then dy by dx at h comma k point पे बात हो रही है. So ultimately it will h means here the slope becomes what? H square by 6k. So this is what slope of tangent is h square by 6k, but we know that slope of normal is -1 by slope of tangent, hence -1 by h square by 6k, hence it is -6k by h square. So therefore slope of normal at a point is -6k by h square. This is through the derivative I got to know the slope of normal, but according to the given condition the slope of normal may be +1, may be -1, Hence, if slope is 1, what is the possible case? And if slope is minus 1, what are the possible cases? If m is equal to 1, it means that minus 6k by h square की वैल्यू 1 होगा, यानी कि minus 6k is equal to h square. ये रिजल्ट नंबर 1. स्लोप माइनस 1 होगा तो यानी कि ये जो माइनस 6k बाई एच स्क्वायर की वैल्यू माइनस 1 भी होगा, तो एच स्क्वायर की वैल्यू 6k भी हो सकता है. तो दिस इज रिजल्ट नंबर 2. I got two equations in terms of h and k because I am having two different conditions. But I also know this h comma k is a point is lies on this curve. ये point हम कभी नहीं भूलना चाहिए. Hence, now I am writing h comma k lies on the curve. What is the curve? 9y square is equal to x cube. It means that 9k square is equal to h cube. So this is the result number 3. Now by solving 1 and 3 and by solving 2 and 3, I will be able to get what the possible values of h comma k, that is the required points. That is the required points on the graph. I am having equation 1, 2 and 3. तो 1 comma 3 को solve करूंगा, फिर 2 comma 3 को solve करूंगा, तो मुझे h comma के values मिलने लगेंगे. So first I will try to solve this one from 1 and 3, right? From 1 and 3, what I can do, check कर सकते हैं आप यहाँ से. मैं यहाँ से k की वैल्यू सॉल्व कर रहा हूँ या निकाल रहा हूँ h स्क्वायर बाई माइनस 6, और यहाँ मैं पुट कर रहा हूँ 9 इंटू, राइट, k की वैल्यू है h स्क्वायर बाई माइनस 6, the whole square is equal to h cube. So when you open this square, what you will get, h power 4 by 36 is equal to h cube. अब यहाँ से h के तीन में उड़ जाएंगे, 9 1s are 9, 4s are, तो h की वैल्यू आ रहा है 4. If h is 4, which implies अगर h की वैल्यू 4 है, यहाँ रख दीजिए h की वैल्यू 4, आप यहाँ रख दीजिए, तो k की वैल्यू क्या आ रहा है, देखिए यहाँ से h की वैल्यू 4 है, 4 square is 16, 16 by minus 6, so minus 8 by 3. So I got one point on the curve, that is 4 comma minus 8 by 3. This is one possible point. Now I am solving, this is second case, 2 and 3. अब इन दोनों को मैं solve कर रहा हूँ 2 and 3 से. Now अगेन यहां से मैं k की वैल्यू निकाल रहा हूं h स्क्वायर बाय 6. अब h स्क्वायर बाय 6 को हम रखेंगे वापस 3 पर, तो वापस वही होगा, k की h की वैल्यू 4 ही आएगा. अब उस 4 की वैल्यू को हम वापस यहां रखेंगे, इसमें क्या होते हैं, h स्क्वायर इज इक्वल 6k पे रखेंगे, तो h k की वैल्यू क्या आएगा, 8 by 3 आएगा. By solving 2 and 3, you will be able to get h is equal to 4 and k is equal to positive 8 by 3. Then the another point is 4 comma 8 by 3. So therefore I may also speak the required points on the graph or on the curve be 4 is same, that is x coordinate is same, and the y coordinate is maybe plus 8 by 3 or minus 8 by 3. 4. This is your required answer. So we got it. So finally we got the point which is required on the curve. So this is a very important learning point, right, of this question. if a line makes equal intercept with the axis, the slope of the line is may +1 or -1। तो 1 ले पर अगर हम स्लोप 1 लेके चलेंगे तो ये पॉइंट मिला, स्लोप -1 लेके चलेंगे तो स्लोप हम पॉइंट ये मिला। इसलिए दो पॉसिबल केसेस है, इसलिए दो पॉसिबल पॉइंट्स है इस सिचुएशन का। हेंस आपका जो भी सुटेबल आंसर होगा एमसीक्यू का, यू मे टेक इट आउट। Okay, so thank you for watching me since so long, 1 hour 20 minutes lecture it is, but it is the last lecture of this chapter, you can say, and here I am winding up this chapter, bye bye to this chapter, and we'll definitely meet in the next session with the new concept, that is the linear programming chapter। ओके, तब तक के लिए आप सुरक्षित रहिए और स्वस्थ रहिए और मैथ्स करते रहिए, प्रैक्टिस करते रहिए एंड मेक अ टारगेट एंड फिनिश दिस syllabus। Okay, thank you all of you once again।